So the PlayStation 5 Pro was revealed, and it's going to be starting at a whopping $700 US dollars. That is, and I see all across the internet there's negative sentiment, negative feelings in regard to that asking price that Sony is asking for their new console. Now, I get it, right? I was there. I put down a deposit for a PS5 when it originally released. You know what I mean? Back in November 12, 2020, which is 4 years ago, which is crazy. Feels like yesterday when that console launched. And I couldn't even get my pre-order because the pre-orders were sold out. They sold too many at GameStop. So I got my money back, of course. But at the same time, I wasn't able to get a PS5. So I had to resort to scalping. And on this channel, and that video is still up if you want to check, by the way. I'm completely transparent here. I paid about $800 for my PS5 because I couldn't get one. And that was we were in the middle of the COVID deal and everything going on. So, I wanted something to play. I wanted something new. And this was new hardware that was out. Now, with the announcement of the PS5 Pro and its starting price, I mean, what makes Sony different from a scalper at this particular moment in time? The DualShock controller went up a couple of bucks, so they raised the cost on that. They already raised the cost twice on the current model of the PS5 all across the world. And, Mark Cerny comes out and he wants me to look at the leaves and the truck in the background, and that's the reason why you ought to get this particular console. Even though if you might have one already, there's a marginal difference in the upgrade that you're going to actually experience looking at this thing. Also, I really didn't understand Sony because they know better than anyone else. Most people are going to be streaming this particular event and this reveal, and to show any kind of technical prowess over the internet, it's going to be compressed. You're not going to get the sharpest image. You're not going to be able to see the fidelity difference in the performance through a stream video. I recently picked up the PlayStation Portal, I want to say 2 days ago. And I did a recent video where I displayed me playing an actual game on a Portal. I stopped, though, while I was playing the game, and I said, hey, guys, you will not get any justice, or I would not be doing you any kind of service telling you about this screen on a PlayStation Portal unless you see it in person. Because you're seeing it over video compressed several times over again, and then it's shipped out to you. It's not going to be the highest quality that you would see if you was to see this thing in person. And who knows, maybe the PlayStation Pro, they have a couple of games that you'll be able to see for yourself and be like, oh wow, I see it. I see the leaf. I saw the wind blow. I see the, you know what I mean? Like I saw the crowd in the background while I'm playing Astro or Ratchet and Clank. It's not enough to justify, to me at least, the asking cost here that Sony has revealed to us here. I think it's overpriced, to be quite honest. And this is someone that upgraded from the PS4 to the PS4 Pro. But there were things that you got that you were actually noticeably able to see with the PS4 Pro. And here with the PlayStation 5 Pro, I just don't see it. I think the marketing was horrible. And I'm sure PlayStation knows. I'm sure Sony knows this. I'm sure Mark Cerny knows this as well. You didn't reveal any new games, any IPs. You showed us a bunch of games that we already beat platinum. Where's the games at? We got holiday season coming in. You got to get parents in the door, right? You want to sell this console. You want it to be successful. So how do you do that? You can't get them in the door by showing them, hey, mom, your son will be able to see the leaves blow down the street on Spider-Man 2, even though he already played Spider-Man 2. You know what I mean? Like, you should have brought some IPs. You should have showed some early gameplay of games that are coming out in the near future being played on the PlayStation Pro. I'm going to be honest with you across the board, man. They completely dropped the ball. They are completely out of touch. And listen, I'm one that, if you're doing something that I'm an average gamer, I'm going to be for the consumer. And if it's not a deal that I would perceive as reasonable or a good deal for the consumer, then why would I not speak on it? No one's sponsoring this channel here. No one's paying me anything. I don't get any free electronics or anything like that. Everything that I buy out my own pocket, which is fine. So that's why I say I would never be compromised like that, like some folks are. I'm going to be direct and honest and fair. And if I'm being fair, direct and honest, this console is not it, y'all. I'm a gamer. I just told you, I just bought the PlayStation Portal a couple of days ago. I'm not saying everything Sony is all bad and doom and gloom. But this right here, they could have waited with this. They could have waited to their next Sony conference where they're actually revealing games. Reveal the games first, and then on the back end of the conference, reveal the PlayStation Pro. We got this right here, $700. And I'm not even saying that that's even a reasonable price, but damn, if you're going to drop $700 on us, my lady paid, I want to say like $7 and change for my current gaming PC 5 years ago. I've since then upgraded the GPU, the CPU, the hard drive. When Starfield was coming out, they required a larger memory mass of SSD. I bought more SSD. So I'm able to upgrade as the time goes on and get my money's worth out of my PC. So my PC is worth over $2,000 now with the parts and everything that I've sourced out and installed on it. But I'm still getting my money for my buck. I still get to play online for free. I don't need a subscription-based service. And whenever I want higher frame rates, better fidelity, I just go get the component if I want it bad enough and I buy it. And that's that. Here you're selling me a whole console, which we're in year 4? This thing is more than halfway through at this point. Because I think in maybe 2 or 3 years, we're going to be getting the PlayStation 6. And what's really scary to me, at least, is that if you're selling the PS5 Pro right now for $700, the PlayStation 6 is going to have to be $700 because it's going to have to offer more than what the PlayStation 5 Pro is offering. And of course, I believe that it will offer more. It'll be more of an advanced component, advanced system. So just imagine where this is going in the state of the world where, I don't know if anyone noticed, the price of everything has gone up. Everything is more expensive now. A bag of chips is more expensive now. I remember we used to go to the store and be able to get a peppermint for 5 cents. You can't get a peppermint for $2 now. So it's like everything is going up. The cost of living is going up. And I just think that Sony is out of touch. And my thing is, they don't even have to be. I don't believe in this whole gaming war, console war deal. Because I own an Xbox as well. I own an Xbox Series X. I own an Xbox Series S. I own a Nintendo Switch. So I'm not caught up in that. But I will say this. Sony has been leading the gaming market for several years now. Their in-house IPs and the third-party support that they have received over the years far surpasses anything Microsoft is doing. So my thing is, the way you ended on the PS4 note, which was very great, very successful console, had a ton of games. I tell you guys all the time, my backlog for my PS4 games is crazy. I have too many games on the PS4 that I haven't played yet, that I still will be playing. But this generation, it's like, yo, I get it. We had that COVID situation. But bro, if y'all not bringing any IPs to the market, and this is one of the drums that you've been beating that Xbox has not been doing, Microsoft has not been doing. What's the XP that anyone's looking forward to this November, December? They keep pushing Astrobot 2 as a game of the year. Astrobot 2, game of the year. Oh, look how beautiful it look. Come on, that game is not even. What kind of graphics you really need to have for that? You can run that on the Nintendo Switch right now. And I'm not taking a shot at Nintendo, but I'm just saying, like, it's not. This is what they're promoting. And then they want to remaster everything. Then they're going to come out with a collection edition of everything over and over. I don't know how many collections editions that I've got of games that I've bought already. And I'm like, yo, what is this? Why are we doing this? Where are the new IPs? And then we can't keep saying, well, it takes 4 to 7 years to create a game. Bullshit. Y'all using the same shit over. Yo, Ubisoft this shit. Naughty Dog should be able to Ubisoft their next game. And when I say by Ubisoft, yo, use some of the same articles, profiles, environments, customize them, make them look different. But it's the same systems you guys been using for years. It's not a new system every time a new game come out. So I can't get behind that, oh, it takes this long to create games. BS. I'm not saying that it doesn't cost a lot. But bro, we using the same systems and environments and shit over and over in other games. Why we can't do it in this medium? It don't make sense to me. Hell, if Sean Murray and No Man's Sky can create a game where the worlds are procedurally based, there's no loading screens, how the hell we can't get a game every 2 years? A new game, a new IP every 2 years. And then the franchises that we want to play, the games that we want from franchises that we enjoy, we can't get. We gotta wait. But we get all this other dumb shit, but we gotta wait to get the games that we actually want. It don't make sense to me. It's anti-consumerism to a degree at this point, and I'm not crying because I can afford the PlayStation 5 Pro. Would I get it? No. What's the point? I got the things got to be reasonable, and I got to do things within reason, right? I bought the PlayStation Portal because I enjoy playing my PlayStation, but sometimes I want to play it when I'm in the bed watching TV, or my lady, she watching TV and she want to watch her stuff, but I still want to play my game after work. Yo, cool. Let me pop the Portal out. I'm back on the PlayStation. Don't even miss a beat. But you can't tell me or justify the reason why Sony believes that this would be a profitable console to come out with. This is going to be for a niche community. When I say niche, these are folks that are well-to-do off, or folks that just don't like, yo, whatever Sony drops, I'm upgrading. And maybe you can compare it to like you buy a cell phone, and then next year or 2 years from now, a new model come out for that phone that you got. You come in, trade it in, and then you get the new one. Yeah, I get folks that have that kind of mentality and buying sentiment. But where you gonna sell your PlayStation 5 at? You gonna bring it to GameStop? GameStop gonna give you $200 for that PlayStation 5, bro. Let's keep it real here, because nobody's gonna buy it for $500 online. So where you gonna bring it to? You gonna sell it on eBay? Nobody's gonna buy that for $500, especially the fact that it's used. So you're gonna have to resort to GameStop. Go to GameStop. GameStop gonna give you like, yo, you a pro member? I give you like between $189 and $205 for your PlayStation 5. Yeah, you still got a whole $500 to go. And then on top of that, you don't even get the disc drive. And so if you got physical games and you want to play those physical games on your PlayStation Pro, you got to buy that disc drive, which is $80 on top of that. And then the kick in the pants for me, and it made me laugh, was that they don't even include the kickstand or the base to hold the PlayStation 5 Pro up. You got to pay for that again. So Sony couldn't even put that in the box. That's a piece of plastic. A piece of plastic with a screw, by the way, if I want to be actually precise in my description of it. It's a piece of plastic with a screw. And I still can't even get that with it for free. And then you're putting the old Astrobot game, the original game that came out 4 years ago with the release of the PlayStation 5. You can't even put Astrobot 2 included in there. Yo, it's anti-consumer, man. I don't know how to put that anymore, or put that any other way than what I've put it. It's very egregious. It's very disrespectful. And also to, gamers like myself who was there from day one with the original PlayStation. Yo, I've owned every PlayStation. I got the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PlayStation Portal, and a PS Vita. So I've been in the ecosystem. I've been here. I'm old enough to remember when this was a company that valued their consumers and the folks that support them. Now it's just on some next shit now. Now they just don't care, it seems like, at this point. So I'm interested to see how the consumers respond to this $700 PlayStation Pro. Will they buy it? Will they support it? Will they vote with their wallet and say, nope, let that shit sit? Let Sony take a loss on that. Let them shit sit in the factory. But I get it, man. I know there's going to be a niche community that still go out and support it, but I'm just saying, man, folks don't got it like that today. Holiday season coming around. Come on, there's only so much your mom and your daddy going to be able to do. They're going to get you the regular PlayStation. And I don't see anything wrong with the regular PlayStation 5. I still got it. I still play it. I don't sit 10 inches away from my screen to see the leaves blowing in the background and see that it's blurry. Come on now. We got to stop with the gimmicks, man. Like, we really got to stop. Somebody got to call it out. And I don't want to sound like a hater because I'm not. But come on, man. You got to be reasonable with where you going with things. And I fear that if this type of business practice Sony continues to implement in the marketplace, I think they're gonna lose a lot of their hardcore fan base to PC, because your game's already going to PC. So if I can play The Last of Us 3 on PC, why not? I can put the graphics to the settings that I want. If you have an online component, I can play online for free. I don't even got to exist in your ecosystem no more. And then my computer is built to where maybe 2 to 3 years, I need another upgrade, which would be well worth it, because I can still sell those parts that I already have, which are still, able to get a decent return on them. I'm not going to say the original return if I take my GPU out, CPU out, and I was to sell it online to somebody that don't have the resources to get the top of the line graphic card or whatnot. I could still sell it to somebody at that rate. But the way Sony is going about this, man, I just think that, man, this is a moment. This is a moment where they're going to look back. I'm telling you, they're going to look back and they're going to say, yo, we fucked up. Mark my words. Asking consumers to pay $700 for this console with marginal upgrades, they're going to look back on this and they're going to say, yeah, we should have did this because it was clear to see. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Will you be picking up the PlayStation 5 Pro at $700? Is it reasonably priced for you? And are you looking forward to it? I'm Troy, LTR Game Stream. Peace.